Hello everyone and welcome back to another video, or welcome if you're new here. My name is Mary and I'm an artist, writer, content creator and small business owner. Today I thought I could bring you along for the process of recording content for my small business, for social media like Instagram, TikTok, YouTube. And since I have a whole bunch of content to film today, I thought it was the perfect opportunity to show exactly what I do. In this video, I'm gonna cover everything from how I plan, how I find inspiration, where I find inspiration, all the equipment I use, and how I film and edit my videos. So let's get started, shall we? The first step is, of course, planning. Before I record anything at all, I try to plan as much as possible. Usually, I sit down and grab my YouTube notebook and I use it to plan everything. What I'm going to record, what I'm going to say, what clips I need, which specific angles, how many clips, the core message, anything really. I really try to think it all through, so it's much easier when I'm just recording and I just can't go. To get inspiration for my videos, I usually just scroll through Instagram or TikTok or here for YouTube for full length videos like this one. I look for trends I generally like and then I think about how I can recreate those in my own way, with my own products, how to showcase them, or what types of tutorials I can make. I really enjoy making tutorials in short length and full length formats, but I think short formats work really well for social media because it's very fast, it's just a quick video. Yeah. For example, to prepare for this specific video, I watched a ton of content from other creators who are similar to me and how they capture their process. Then I just sat down and wrote every topic I wanted to cover and every specific talking point. I highly recommend taking inspiration from the content you already watched and love because it naturally sparks your own creativity and helps you decide what you want to deliver to your audience. One thing I, however, absolutely not do is jump on a trend just because it's popular. Specifically if it doesn't mean anything to me. Let me explain. I only make videos that I would watch, honestly. And that idea goes hand in hand with the art that I create. Aside from custom commissions, of course, I only make things that I generally like rather than just making merch or art because it's popular, because it's gonna bring me more money. I don't do that. If you are doing something you don't enjoy, it will show on your art and most likely it will show on your content. Once everything is planned out, we can move to step 2, which is filming. My setup is very basic actually. I don't own any fancy cameras or fancy lights or even high-tech tripods. To record all of my videos, I use my phone. Right now I'm recording on my iPhone 16e and I use my old iPhone 11 when I need an extra camera. For example, sometimes I'll use the iPhone 16e to record myself and then the iPhone 11 to record myself drawing or something like that. As for the rest of my gear, my tripod is from Amazon and it's very basic, it does the job, it's perfect for me, which I will link down in the description, of course. And I also use a Rode microphone, which I will link as well. And guys, this microphone is honestly amazing. I love it so much. It's definitely one of the best purchases you can make. It's tiny, it's lightweight, and you just can attach it to your clothes, to anything you'd like. While they are a bit expensive, the jump in the audio quality, it's so worth it, especially if you are speaking on your videos. That said, it's definitely something you don't need to start. You don't need to buy right away if you're just starting out. You can always make videos with voiceovers and record those with your phone's microphone, which is totally perfect. The quality will still be amazing, so don't worry about that. When it comes to lighting, I always try to use natural light because it's so much better. Sometimes the weather doesn't allow for that, especially during the winter months. And when that does happen, I just turn on my studio lights, which work perfectly, as you can see. It's kind of gloomy today outside, so studio lights it is. Occasionally, I'll even use my desk lamp, which is, she's right there, just to record when I'm working on my desk or something like that. But honestly, the best thing you can do is just wait for a good day of natural light and the quality of your video will be amazing. I always exclusively rely on natural light to take pictures of my products for my shop. So today I'm actually recording a whole bunch of content, including this video. I find that batch recording works a lot better and it's very much more productive because you get into the right mindset and you just go and record and work for the entire day. Plus, my setup is already built, so everything is set to go, ideas are planned, written down, and I know exactly what clips I want to capture, so it's perfect. Another time-saving tip is use old clips as much as you can. Sometimes when you record clips for social media, they are just gonna be shown for like 1 second and people will see it once and will forget about those. So it's a great strategy to just use those multiple times because you might as well just take advantage of your time. I also like to recycle clips from YouTube to make short form content because not everyone that follows me on Instagram follows me on YouTube, which, what are you doing if you don't follow me on Instagram? I post a ton there, so if you wanna see all of my latest updates, you should definitely follow me in there. Going back to the recycling old clips. For example, one of the videos I want to edit today will have some footage from YouTube of me just packing orders, simply because it fits and it will save so much time. The next step is editing. My editing style is pretty basic and very straightforward, but I think it works well and totally elevates the video quality. First of all, you definitely don't need a fancy editing software to start out. Personally, I use a free app called Velo on my iPad. It's fantastic, it does the job, and it perfectly fits the type of content I create, so it's great. Every now and then I will use DaVinci Resolve, I think that's the correct name, on my computer for specific things that Velo doesn't do, but that's pretty much it. And as for color correction, I just use the tools that iPhone has just to correct everything I want, and it works wonderfully. One thing to keep in mind when editing is that text is very important. Text overlays are very important because it helps the viewers understand what's happening, what are you doing on your clips, and yeah. When you add text to your videos, make sure they are short, straight to the point, easy to read, and they have a good contrast with the background they are on. Hopefully seeing my process was helpful to you in some way. If you still have any questions about topics that I didn't cover on this video, please leave them in the comments below. I will reply to every single one of them. I really hope you enjoyed this video. Thank you so much for watching and I'll see you next time. Bye!